Hey there everybody, welcome back! And how you guys all doing today? Hope you all had a great 24 hours? Yes, it's only been 24 hours, what the heck? That is crazy! But anyway, welcome back, How you doing there? Andy the Farmer, Farmer Marks, Dead Soul, Team Miller, and anybody else out there looking. Obviously, first and foremost, thank you Mr. Acid Burn for the resub with Prime, much appreciated. 33 months. Wow. That's amazing. And Mr. Jers, thank you very much for the 15 stream streak as well. Much appreciated. So, we are obviously back on Satisfactory, just checking a few things out along the way. Seems like I'm running a little bit short on beams. Okay, that's probably what it is. I may need to put a couple more of these down to get things going again. They're a little bit slow uploading, so I'll pop one of them there and then I'll show you what I've been up to. Not a lot, to be honest, but we'll give it a go. So one there. GG! Oh. And GG to you too. Did I do a splitter by mistake? No, yeah, I did a merger by mistake, should say. So let's get rid of this again. There we go. Get rid of that because it should be that one. There we go. That helps. There we go. And there we go. Cool. So that should help them get uploaded a little bit faster, at least. Ooh, my phone is loud. Oh yeah, turn that down. So. But yes, GG to you two there, Andy the Farmer, much appreciated. But yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a great one. Also, you guys that follow, and also Farmer Marks, Mr. T Miller, anybody else that does get these shout outs, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. So yeah, for some weird reason, yeah, my steel plates weren't, or steel beams should say, weren't uploading fast enough to place down more tracks. So yeah, I just had to pop over here and see what was going on, and yeah. The fart, I did hear Mr. Shawty's fart, yes. Always gotta make an entrance, Mr. Shawnee, don't you? But yeah, how you doing, Shawnee, by the way, yes. Sorry if I didn't reply. So anyway, yeah, so at the minute, not a lot's really going on since yesterday. I did carry on with the aluminum factory, got that up and running, got some of it coming into the main factory. I'll carry on with this in just a minute. I want to set up a rubber run from my fuel power plant down there all the way up to here. I've kind of made a start off of here. It's going to be an interesting one going down the little canyon there, but we'll get to that later on. But yes, let's get in here and show you what I'm up to. So I've actually, as you can see up ahead, I've now added another layer onto the top of my main factory area here. I do need to just add in an extra line just going along the bottom there, just to sort of organize in. So you're all good there? Good, glad to hear it. So what I basically started doing is some of those higher tier productions, so things like heat sinks. I'll actually show you what I'm actually working on. I'm actually trying to set up a turbo motor production line. Obviously I do need cooling units and radio control units, which I've got all up and ready. I've got obviously heat sinks being made in here. Obviously the radio control thingies are in here. I've got quite a bit already, 407, and I've only had it up for, I don't know, maybe an hour if that. So that's plodding on nicely. This is going to be the cooling unit systems. So I need to get water coming in. I need to get nitrogen gas, which I do have both of these actually in the train stations already. So I did hook up a water line, which is literally coming from over there into here, that one there. And obviously I've got the nitrogen gas coming into this one here. And so far, everything's expanding quite nicely. I did add in an extra, was it 2 or 3 factories along that back one? So that back one there is bringing in all those aluminum products, so the plates or whatever it is in the casings are coming into there, one on each. I'm going to be using this one here for the rubber, and then that leaves me with one spare at the minute. This lot over here may end up being moved up here, but we'll wait and see. So yeah, this is what I'm currently working on. It's primarily for getting stuff for the elevator on those higher, this final few tiers and such. Hey KW, how you doing? You're working on something cool there, Mr. T Miller? Yes, I did see your message literally as I was going live. There is a way to change. Let me just double check something. If I read it right, first of all. And by the way, hey Dead Soul and Shawnee over on YouTube. Yep, we are live over there once again. So I'm guessing you're on about the hub part, yeah? What you'd need to do is if you click on it and go to the material editing, I believe it is, you should be able to change the color of that hub itself and do it that way. If you haven't got a clue what I'm on about, let me open up. Let me go to desktop quickly. So no Plinko for the minute. You can carry on fishing, but the Plinko will be deactivated. So let me show Mr. T Miller something very quickly. See if I can find roughly what you're after. So yeah, the color scale. Let's go into here. We'll use a hub of, I don't know which one's which. Let's try that. Actually, cancel that. We'll just drag and drop it into here. Yeah, so obviously this is not exactly what Mr. T Miller is doing, but it'll give him an idea. So yeah, if you click on, say, the main part here, I haven't got it showing at the minute because this is obviously an update. So material editing, there we go. If we expand this out, what you should or might be able to do is under one of these, sometimes not that one. There we go. This part here, the custom shaders. So obviously where it says custom scale, let me expand that a bit. If you click on the 3 little dots, you should be able to change the color on certain parts. So as you can see here, the actual nuts themselves have changed to that purple. Now, so if we go back up to, oh heck, don't do that, stop. If we actually go up here, for example, and then go to the main hub part, this technically should be that black bit. Ignore this, but do this same thing again. So scroll down, go to color scale, go to those 3 dots, and you should be able to sometimes get it to change color. It's not behaving, but yeah, that's basically what you want to do. It might be, I might have accidentally done that wrong. Let me close this and do a fresh one. But yeah, the color scale, basically, that's what you want to edit. Just obviously got to get the right part of the wheel, because sometimes, like this one for example, has a left and a right piece, and I had to choose the part that was a pain. Let's see. So that's going to be the right, that's going to be the left. So if we go on to the main part, that should be the right correct one. And try it this time maybe. Yeah, obviously depending on, you might have to play around with some of these settings to find the right piece for it. But yeah, you should be able to do it with that. Just make sure to choose the right material and then come down here and do that. So yes. Can I put in the RGB number? Yeah, if you know the RGB oh, I don't know about the number. Let's see actually. I don't think you can use the RGB number itself, but if you actually look in, so obviously And we're going to use this as an example. If we go to where the game is installed, data to shared. In here you have the brand material template XML. That basically lists every color within the game that's used, whether it's on a vehicle, piece of equipment, or whichever. Now, so I know that you're a John Deere fan, so if I do a search, let's make sure I'm on here. Find, we'll look for John. We'll go straight down, and obviously in here, obviously you do have like your John Deere yellow there. There is a John Deere green right there. What you could technically do is just copy these color scales right there into, let me get this out of the way, these numbers here, so they should correspond. So for example, actually let me close that, let me go back to those HUDs there, because that'll be a better thing. Go here, we'll open this up, and obviously if we choose that John Deere color, so I do this a minute. I'm just going to pull that off the screen a sec so we can get the color scale. So if we grab this, select all, copy that, and I'm not sure if this will work, but sometimes it does. Nope, didn't. Okay. Sometimes you can copy the whole thing and put it all in there, and obviously that didn't work. So let's try doing it a slightly different way. So let's copy that individually. Preferably by that first 0. There we go. Copy that. As you can see, it's actually changing as I'm going. There's that. Copy. I'll pop that in there. So now the only other thing is, well, depending on the material type, you may need to remove the shininess. But yeah, as you can see there, where the color scale is, it actually matches this here. So if you actually copy each of them in to each of the sections, obviously you should get there. But yeah, good luck with what you're working on, by the way. But yes, there we go. Obviously the other option is go take it into Blender and colorize it that way. So yeah, no worries. Right, and let's get back to the gameplay screen so you guys can do Plinko. There you go. Yep. Cool. You caught something big? Yep, you certainly did. Whatever it was, I heard it going for quite some time there. Right then, so yeah, what I've basically done, like I was saying, is I have added a upper level for the productions. I've got a gap in between it, which is basically 3 walls high, and this is actually where the transition is between the lower level and the upper level. So in the middle here, I've actually got a lovely little setup for the belts to come up with the lifters. One thing I want to try and do, once I've got everything filled up in here, is maybe look at having something in between that can maybe illuminate. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do, but to make it look a little bit pretty, shall we say. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working on over here. I have started adding in some my own personal elevators as well to get up here. So I've got obviously the factory base level. Then I've obviously got a stop in there so I can actually get in there, do the belt work, stuff like that. Then obviously I've got another one on the upper level, and obviously eventually there's going to be one on each level. I've done 3 out of the 4 corners so far. So if I actually go up a little bit higher, yeah, so you can see one just there, you can see one just over in that corner. So yeah, I've just got to put another one over there. And for this part anyway, it should be fine. Actually, I kind of had something similar to this on one of my previous save games, where I had all the belts coming up and they were illuminated. I might have to load that up and just have a look at how I set it all up. But right now, what was I looking for? I can't remember. Oh yes, I was waiting on the steel beams to catch up on knife. Okay, let's go see if we can get any more of that done, because I really need to get that rubber running. Oh yes, That's a daft thing to say. But yes. But yes, who knows? I may have to end up adding more trains into the input side there. I think I've got enough space for at least 4 more potential stations. We'll have to wait and see regarding that. Now, the other thing is obviously my aluminum factory at the minute is having a few teething issues, but hopefully it'll get through that in time. It just keeps filling up far too much with some of the products in there. I'm getting too much of one and not enough of another type thing. So yeah, so this is what I'm actually currently working on. I want to get this basically going through that archway there and then down to the coast, and yes, start bringing up some rubber. Oh, let's do this. Get some light on the situation. Maybe I should have picked up some beams up while I was at the factory actually there, because this is going to take quite a lot of those beams. You know, I like about being a Turbo subscriber, it's that I can go back and review. Oh, hang on. Info while you are live. Yes. Yeah, that is one thing I don't really do, to be honest, but I usually mainly have it just for the no ads option. So yeah, but yeah, you can do that. Also, you can go back in the live stream and just go over and have a look, see what somebody did there. It's kind of cool. Actually, while I think about it, if I can do it before a train comes, I'm going to take a little journey actually. Just around to show you what we've been up to. So I want this. We're going to edit and we're going to head over to the gas station. There we go. And hopefully not have any issues. Oh yes, I'm kind of actually considering I might set up a second aluminum production area. Now, what I'm not quite sure about is whether I want to bring the products into here, because obviously I do have water already coming in. I've got copper nodes right below my feet that I could use, basically. The only thing I'm missing would be the bauxite at the minute, and it looks like I've got a bit of a traffic jam going on. This is the first time forever. Interesting. Hello? Let me turn that off for just a sec. See what's going on. Hello, what's going on? Oh, I see. You are in the way. You are in the way. Oh my goodness, they're all coming at the same time. See, obviously yesterday I said I've had no issues with the trains. Today, oh look, as soon as I go live, they're showing me up. It's not good. Right then, let's take a few of these guys back a second. Oh. Ah, man. I actually went through all of these and I've actually got them set so they shouldn't be coming back in unless they're full. And yet they shouldn't be leaving unless they are fully emptied. Right, so that's kicked back in. We'll turn that back on. There we go. And hopefully everybody else should slowly make their way through. Obviously my little train now is in the way, which is typical. Can I get you from here? I can, so let's take that out of there. Get everybody else up and running. That's the main thing. And you're fine, you're heading off out, you're coming in. You can go straight through or wherever you're heading. But yes, okay, that's the first time in a while, quite some time they've kind of all collided. So, well, thankfully no accidents. That's the main thing. No accidents at all. So, just a little bit of tweaking is still need to be done. Right, and nitrogen place, wasn't it? That's where we're heading, and we'll kind of head back. To be honest, he does a better job at steering, I find, so hence why I want him to do the driving. I always have trouble with these little arrows when coming onto these lines. But if he can do it, that's fine. There we go. Cool. Right, and so, like I said, one of the things I did add on is that station over there, which is pulling water from underneath and taking that into the factory. I thought that was going to be the easiest option. Obviously, that's gone into one station, so I do need to run the pipes around at some point for the cooling systems to be created. Obviously, I do need to get the rubber as well. Obviously, the rubber is going to be going into the cooling systems and the turbo motors, hence why I want to get them sorted out as quickly as possible. Hopefully I'll get it all done today. But yeah, I did actually finally get in. I've got all the nitrogen nodes tapped. They're actually being lifted into a station. I think it's where I kind of ended off yesterday. But I figure while we're heading over in that direction, we'll show you kind of where I left off from yesterday. But yeah, obviously I want to take a little trip into my aluminum factory because things still seem to be turning off, or I'm not getting enough for some reason. I got a feeling that either the water or the alumina solution is building up a little bit too much or too quickly, so I might have to look at a way of either packaging them and sinking it just to keep the numbers. Yeah, because looking at obviously the refineries, there's a lot of yellow there that shouldn't be. So yeah, I want to have a quick look on the way back from here. Obviously at the minute I can obviously just, I've got 2, maybe 3 storages set up just to keep it going for a little while, but yeah, it's producing so much it's terrible on that alumina solution, which I think is actually just backing up, which is a little bit too much for my liking. But yeah, this is the little station obviously I was working on yesterday. So I still need to get some explosives over here just to clear a few bits, but overall it's turned out quite nicely. So as you can see right here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 8 being tapped and brought up, which is quite nice. Got a couple of pumps going up here. I've got a buffer before it goes into the actual station, so these are kept full, and yes, doing pretty well. So yeah, I've kept it simple here. Who knows, I may end up adding on from here to make it go further around. We'll have to wait and see regarding that. Now let's turn you off. We're going to edit this. We're going to get rid of this, and I want to go into swamp number 2. And he can drive his back. I'm going to have a quick look at that aluminum factory. I don't remember having this many issues previously, so I don't know if they've tweaked some of the numbers or I'm just not doing something the same as previously. So yeah, we'll see. But we shall see. And then so far, no one, from the look of it, is actually getting close to that star. And I get probably the furthest away. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. But it is what it is, unfortunately. But yeah. Oh well. Like I said, it is what it is. Alrighty then. There we go, there we go, there we go. But overall, I am pleased with the trains overall on how they're performing and such for me. So that is a good thing. Oh, I need to turn you off, don't I? Otherwise, I won't be able to do this for the minute. There we go. Alrighty, let's have a little look to see what's going on down here. So we do have stuff going on. Okay, how are we getting on the build up? Okay, so that's not actually doing too bad. Okay, let's see the water, make sure that they're not getting filled up. So one of the things I did do is I had 2 of these little buffers for water just in case, and so far they do seem to be working, and it may just be that it's a little bit slow at the minute on certain lines, but yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I did come through on the inside here, and I've added buffers for the alumina solution, so that should at some point start kicking in and going up the pipe, which it is, which will then go into this one, and then so on and so forth. Obviously, if all three of these end up being filled, I'll be highly surprised. I don't have any pumps, so it's just gravity taking them up. And it's just to add as a buffer, so it's literally pressure is pushing up the pipe now. There's nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. But yeah, that should keep it going. And every now and again, I can always come through and just clear these if I need to. But looking at it, it is doing fine. I did add on a smart splitter over here just to relieve a little bit of what was in the storage, actually. So whenever it gets filled up, it can then just cycle off the excess, shall we say. Just to keep it all going. And so far, looking at it, it's not doing too bad. But yeah, I really need to get more casings done and more of these little beam jobby things going. Where the heck is it? Oh, it's underneath the net. Yeah, these guys. These are what I'm needing. Why is that going into... That shouldn't be going there. I don't want them going in there. I need them to go upstairs. Hang on. Oh, is that coming? Oh. Actually, if that's coming out of here... That storage must be full, is it? Yes, it is. I can then tap that one too. Oh, the main line. What's this? This is a merger. Oh, I got an idea. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. That's a smart splitter. Oh, see, I'm not getting enough. Oh, let me take that off a minute. I just had a crazy idea, peeps. Let's do a merger. There. Any of that excess can actually go onto that other one. Which it should be anyway. Okay, that's good. That is good. I can get that coming over here. That'll work. Put that back on there. So technically nothing should be coming over there yet. It should all cycle through straight ahead now. Yep, that's working. That's good. That'll go over that way. Cool. Sorry, got a little bit sidetracked there. Yes, these guys need to do a bit more. Okay, so I've got a little bit in there. Yeah, so that should work. Okay, that's good, that's good. I'm happy with that. Let me hook that back up where we were. Oh, actually, what I could do, be a bit cheeky, see if we can get this cycle back onto the belt. So this needs to go on to... Oh, fiddlesticks. No, that's not going to work. I've put that onto the wrong belt. I need to go onto the top one for that. Oh, fiddle. Because that is the casings, not the... Fudge monkeys. I will have to sort that in a minute. I wonder if I can stop that dude. Come on, go faster. Go faster. Stop. God, this thing is so freaking slow. Come on. Come on. I need the choo-choo train. No. Stop. There we go. God, man, that thing is slow. Yes. Don't want to get them mixed up at the other end, do we? Righty. Mr. Dombey here. Thank you very much for the 10 bitties. Much appreciated. God dang. So I need to make sure this is on the right line. So let's do that way. Just clear that little lot. There we go. So I need... Let's see. Oh my goodness, Mr. Dombey here! You did hit the star. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yes, you did. Well spotted. Thank you very much for letting me know. I get a bit sidetracked here. Try to get this sorted out. And let me get that added. So Mr. Donby here is right at the top of my list. So added. Thank you. I might look at one every now and again. Actually, I need to turn my light on so I can actually see what's going on. There we go. But yes. We've been letting you know for the last 4 minutes. Really? Oh, I am sorry. I am very, very sorry. And hello, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, by the way. I'm sorry. See, now you're making me feel bad. I need you to stop for a minute. I need this to come from here and connect onto a merger on that belt. So let me take that off a second. I'm going to put a merger. No. That can go there. That can go there. There. And then overflow there. Hopefully I got it right that time. So that's coming up, so... Yep, that should work. Okay. Alright, I should be able to now focus better on you guys. There. Okay. Right, this can now be reconnected to here. There we go. Right then, so let's sort the trade out while it's going. Cool. Right, anyway, yes, the game can get your... Yes! Very true, Mr. Don. Very, very true. It's one of those games where you can really just sit down and just lose yourself in the game. It is crazy as a game. I love it, though. Right, and let's make sure I don't have anything in here. That should be there. That is fine. I need to take them out. They should be in there. But yeah, I'm not actually getting much item-wise. So I might actually change the timetable on here. Now, this is one thing I never actually realized you could do. Oh, so close. Now, one of the things is when you set up your trains, what you can actually do is set it to stay a little bit longer for loading purposes wise. I never realized this till very, very recently. I was actually watching a video on YouTube and they were actually covering it. I thought, really? But yeah, all you just do is once you got your station set up, come into here, or your train should say, come into here, and if you actually highlight over a particular station, so obviously Swamp Station 2 is the one I'm currently at, obviously you can see that it's got this little cogwheel. You can actually click on that and change certain things. So obviously by default it's set one load, unload has been complete, but you can actually change it to freight wagon is fully loaded or unloaded. Or you can have it just go every 50 minutes. I'm actually going to up that to every 60 seconds for the minute. But you can also designate what it loads and unloads within that station as well, which is very interesting. And obviously, once you've done your changes, make sure to save. And obviously, save down here as well. Now, obviously, if I go back into there, you can do the exact same with the other end as well. So it's kind of a cool thing that they added in. I like it. Also, we want to save that. We're going to turn that back on, and hopefully he'll probably do one round around the back and all that rubbish. But we'll just go for the little ride. So yeah, that should be fine for the moment anyway. It should keep going. Obviously, it's really the casings that I am after at the minute. They are primarily needed for one of my builds, but oh, it is what it is. Come on. But yeah, so I can see already there's still a few slugs around here that I've missed. Like, there's one right below me. There's a yellow slug right there. There's another one over there. So yeah, there's... Oh, I swear, there is far too many slugs on this map. In each area, to be honest. I would have quite like... Wouldn't mind some more summer sloops, maybe. And maybe some Mercer spheres. That would have been quite nice. Take a few slugs out, put them in their place instead. But yes, oh, there's another spot right there I need to get into. There's a little cave. I just noticed it. See, another thing you see when you're actually going around and not driving is some of the stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't think there's any more bauxite close to here. There might be. I'll have to do a scan and see if I can get maybe some coming into the actual factory and maybe start producing some over here as well, just to top it all up. But yes, but overall I'm liking how it's starting to evolve. But yeah, maybe next week, I'm not quite sure, maybe make a start on the storage, that idea I had. But yeah, you're fine for the minute. I still want to do it over in that little desert area over there. Maybe have it raised up. Maybe even the same height as this, maybe. That might be kind of cool. Then just have it all being sunk there. But yes, let's head off. I might change over to... Come on, get over here. The jetpack, actually, because it's a little bit faster. This thing is ridiculous. Right, let me get some fuel. I've got some fuel already. And one thing I keep forgetting as well, whenever you start a new save game and you get the dimensional uploader, this part here, unlocked, make sure to select that little tick at the top here in the menu. It will allow you to basically use whatever in your storage first before it starts attacking this. I forgot to do. That's why I had so much stuff in my inventory. I totally forgot to select that. Let's get this. Let's get this in my inventory. There we go. There we go. So yes. Hello, Mr. Hectate, by the way. There we go. Alright, so we're heading off over here. But yeah, as you can see, I've still got plenty of iron nodes and copper nodes free to tap into. So I could quite easily add in more productions if I need to, or increase what I've currently got going. And here we go. Oh, come on. There we go. But yes, there we go. Go. Actually, at some point I want to look into finding some more Samor, or nodes anyway. I found one in a cave. Oh, hang on, let me get situated. Over that direction. I know there's another one somewhere around this mountain area, but I have no idea where the entrance is for it. I thought it was over here. I couldn't find it. So I'm going to keep looking and looking at it, maybe further around. I may even have to look into... I don't think I've even found it in my other save. Maybe go on YouTube to see if I can find a way of getting into it there. Alright, and so, anywho. Let's come here. Yes, that's still not going quick enough. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't pick up any more steel beams, did I, while I was over there? But yeah, right now it's not a big deal because I'm not really needing it. But obviously, once I get phase 4 unlocked on that thing, I've forgotten its name for the minute. But yeah, once that's unlocked, obviously I'm going to need to get a lot of Samor up and running. So yes, at some point I am going to need to start looking into trying to find other nodes that are close. The one I've found, I think, is it's either impure or normal. I can't remember. But it's in a little cave. You have to go all the way down to find it. And yes, it's not good. Right, choo-choo station should have some steel beams over here. Which is probably where they're all going, rather into my uploader. Let's see. Come on, there we go. Let's see, steel beam is this one right here. Let's have a little look. So we've got a little bit there. We've got a little bit there. Okay, that's how much steel beams I've been using because of these platforms. It's crazy. But what I can do for the minute, because this is not actually being used for anything, I can drop that there. Okay, we'll do at least one anyway to start off with. There. Oh, my mouse is on for 45 minutes. We'll take that little lot with this. Oh, this blinking phone. Not phone, mouse. Every now and again, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a connection thing, but my mouse every now and again decides it's going to change the DPI on it, so the sensitivity on it. But yes, 880 wasn't bad there, by the way. Yep. Yeah. I don't know if it's the mouse itself or just a connection or something, but every now and again it'll play up. It will. But anyway, let's see if we can get this sorted out today so we can get the rubber being brought up. Over here. But yeah, if anybody knows where the Sam ore node is over here, let me know, because I do know that there is one. I think it's somewhere in here. Got the sulfur there. I think it's somewhere in here. But I don't know how to get into it. I've looked and I can't find it. It's doing my head in. Let's see. F. Right, let's grab you. And there we go. That, yeah, should keep me going for a little while. Now I think I may have to do a little slight difference, because obviously this is a funny little spot. Let's put the hover pack back on. Yeah, if you remember, yeah, that would help. Okay, this is gonna be the fun part. There is a cave in one of the pillars. I thought so too, but I couldn't see it myself. I mean, no, my luck, I probably went past it about a dozen times without realizing. But yeah, I'll have to have a look at some point and definitely try and get something sorted. Right. Oh, look at that. Do you see? This is another thing. I've been up and down here dozens and dozens of times, and yeah, I've missed that every friggin' time. Where you were? Let's have a little look while we're here. Come down here somewhere. Ooh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See if we can see it. Actually, let's have a look. So V. Do I have? Yeah, there's some there. Where are you? Yeah, so there's one over there. So oh, let me close that. So yeah, so it's in this over here somewhere. Now, yeah, I've actually been up and down here, and I just cannot seem to find a entrance. And I actually thought it was in the middle here somewhere, but honestly, I'm not finding it. No, I was going to say unless I've buried it underneath that, but I don't think it did. Unless I'm too low, I don't know. What's that there? Nope, that's just a rock face. I think I found it once before in another playthrough, but I can't remember if it was higher or lower. But it's somewhere in this area here somewhere, so I wonder if I can come out a little bit and see. It's more up, is it? Oh. What's that there? Is that it? I bet that's it there. And the worst thing is I don't have any freaking explosives on me to check. But I am going to pin that right there. M. And if I put it right at the top of that... Actually, it'd be run right there, wouldn't it? Boom. Boom. Needed. Okay. I've got that marked, so that should be fine. As long as I can find that again. Did I mark that? Probably I did. So if that is the right one, I'll be happy. I should be happy. But yeah. I suppose it might depend on the angle you're going around here. That's the thing as well. I am sure I went round and round about 3 or 4 times trying to find it, so yeah. Where's the boom 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 when you need to be boom? Yeah, exactly. Well, to be honest, I do have oh. Hang on. Obviously I've got no nobelisks left. I've already used them up. I do need to get that set up as a production at some point. I do have some explosive rebar, thinking about that. I picked up the other day. The only thing, I don't have a rebar gun. Out of interest, what do we need while we're here for a rebar gun? Let's have a look. And can I craft one? What am I missing? Some screws. I need 100 screws. I might be able to do this right now. Let's see. Bump. There. So, let's see if we can craft one quickly. And we'll go find out. So 100 screws. Obviously having that dimensional uploader, I swear, is a godsend. When you're out and about and you suddenly need a miner or two, you can literally have all the products just pull down. There we go. And go from there. It's good. There we go. And hopefully that should allow me to do rebar gun. There we go. Done. Let's have a little look. So storage, we'll shove that in there. Explosive. Actually, to be honest, it's usually the rebars I actually go for rather than the nobelisks because I prefer them. Right, let's see if we can find that spot again. So if I remember rightly, it was around this side. And I think, if I remember rightly, it was... I'm going right there. See, I just went like looking down there, and then suddenly seen it. That's how troublesome these things can be. Right, so and I don't know if I can get in there, so I'm gonna have to be very careful here. All these weeds and the other rocks are a nightmare. There we go. Okay, yep. Yeah. Oh, we're good. We've got through. That's fine. That'll probably clear in just a moment. Let's have a look. Okay, there we go. Yep, there is a SAM node there. Now the fun part would be, how the heck would you get it out of this cave with a belt and such? Hello, spider. Hello, mate. Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting one. Getting a wire into here, and I don't think there's any other way in or out of here. And ooh, I think that is just touching there, Andy the farmer. Actually, and I think the little bit of pink there is just touching the star. So I will count that, because that is very close, if not touching. So let's get you added. And look, see, I am paying attention at times. So yeah. And while I'm at it, let me go with that. There we go. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one there. Okay. Yeah, might be able to get, definitely be able to get a belt through here with a little bit of persuasion, should we say? Okay, at least I know where that is. Obviously, I've still got it marked, so that is the good thing. So, yay, let's get rid of that for the minute. Don't need you, so that's good. Thank you very much for that, by the way. That's... I'm glad I'm not going mental, let's put it that way. Yeah, from the looks of that cave, yeah, that's the only way in, the only way out. But that's fine, I might be able to run a belt through or use it as a potential reserve. I don't know, we'll see. Now, this is what I really want to focus on. So we need to get this train line through this little canyon. So I might have to do a little bit of a the same way. Let's see. So I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, I think. So let's grab some of this. Nope, I need it to be slightly more. So let's bring that up here, and we need to go free mode. And we're going to be going in that direction. There. Let's put that there. There we go. Let's try this now. Face it that way. We're gonna drop you down to there. Now, thing is, can I make this look a little bit pretty? Let's find a space to spot. Place to sit. There we are. Let's nudge that a lot. Yeah, that's not bad actually.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, hello. Hello, dead soul. That would be fun. I think we can get away with that. There's that. That's good. Don't mind that. That's fine. Yeah, okay, it's not pretty compared to my roundabouts, but it will do. It's only problem with that. And thank you very much for the hello darkness and the T-Rex roar. Am I missing something? I don't think so. I have Andy the farmer there. Too late for that, yes. Did I miss something? I don't know. I'm getting too engrossed in my game. I'm getting as bad as Mr. Dave. That's the problem. Now, why are you not hooking up properly? What are you? Oh, it's default. This is. There we go. I want it on blueprint. There we go. With auto connect. There we go. There we go. I think we'll take it to there. And then Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll take it here, we'll bend it around and we'll point it sort of that direction. Yeah, what did I miss? Come on. What have I missed? Do I have to go back through chat? Did I miss something in chat? I remember the green stuff around it. Yep. Ah, okay. Is that what it is? I think it's only the one way. Too late. Pretty low. Oh, you guys do my head in. Right, let's do it from here instead. Actually, let's put it on there. Right, so we'll go up here. We're going to just cast that around free mode. Now we want it to be pointing there. There. Just the one, please. Just the one. There. Take that. Did it take all of it? No, it just took the piece there, so there. Yes, I think we'll get away with that, actually. I like that, that's fine. It's a little bit further away, but that's good, I don't mind it. Actually, let's change over to that hover thingy. There we go. Oh, yes, I didn't connect the other end up there, did I? Ooh. Or did I? Let's check something. Why have I not got any power on my hover pack? Did I miss something up here? Because I should be getting... There you go, I've got power coming through the line there. Nope, that's not coming through the line. Might be back on this roundabout. May have not connected up. Oh, yes. Having power definitely helps, gentlemen and ladies. There we go. Got to make sure to do this every time. There we go. There we go. That's fine. There we go. And I got power again. Yes. That was my issue earlier as well. That's why I couldn't get that Mercer sphere earlier on. And yes, I still need to go through my button for Plinko at some point and add in a emote to it as well. Oh look, there's another... Look, see? All the way up here, look at that. Another slug. What the heck? So many of these things around. Definitely don't need them. Yet. Oh, there's another cave over there. What the crap? I missed. Oh well. That's fine. That should be fine. As long as the train can run, that is the main purpose for this. So we'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of that. We're going to take all of you. Now we're going to just go straight forward, hopefully. There we go. And hopefully... Oh, heck, we're going to run out again. But yeah, there's my little power house. Look at it. It's getting there. Oh, actually, I've not shown you guys this area, have I yet? So, yes, I did go through the other day and set up with just normal fuel, or the diluted fuel recipe is what I was actually using over here. So obviously I've got the 10 refineries going into 3 blenders, which then are powering 10 power generators, fuel generators over here at the minute. And obviously that is just coming off of what was that? 1 normal and 2 impure nodes, I think it was. But what I can do is I can actually go through this again if I wanted to in the future and set it up with turbo fuel. I have the recipe unlocked, so that is probably going to be a future endeavor, should we say, to get this, either this set up or go a little bit further along the coast and set up a turbo fuel power plant. So yeah, that could be something that I will be doing in the foreseeable future. And why have I not got any iron plates? Oh man, if it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not steel, it's the iron. Why is that not uploading fast enough? Let's pop back and see what's going on. It might be getting used for other recipes. Not my luck, probably. Either or I didn't hook it back up when I was going through it the other day. I was going through all of the iron stuff, all of the steel stuff, making sure that it was set up so if it ever backed up, it would then feed into the next line, the next line, the next line. I might have terminated, shall we say, the uploader part. Here we go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But I did not. Oh, that's the point. There's something else I need to pick up as well. There is a crate somewhere over by my other power station that I need to go over and pick that up. It's probably some bits of concrete, but that's one thing that bugs me occasionally, is just seeing that there. That's the only one that's outstanding at the minute. Aye. But yeah, still a copper. I could pop into that at some point. I think it's a iron node over here. I could tap into that for getting more up and running. But yes, I've got all of this up here. I've got another layer I need to add in all the way above here. But it is getting there. Oh, I need to be in here. Iron, iron, iron. Actually, at some point I do want to go through and add in lights under here as well now. Now that I've added this next layer up, obviously I'm not getting as much light coming through. And obviously same thing inside of each of the rooms. I need to set up lighting over here. Right then. Plates, plates, plates. So the belts are empty there. You are getting some coming in, but not as much as I would like. Okay, let's grab 1, 2, or shove that in the uploader. There we go. Now, one thing, so you might think, why have all these storages? So the way I tend to set up my productions is they'll have a output, which then will feed into other productions. Now, obviously, at the minute, I've only got one really being used. But hopefully, once I get more recipes running and stuff, hopefully more of these storages will get used, and then obviously, yeah, things will make things a little bit easier. But yeah, as you can see, as this line here gets filled up, I've got a smart splitter overflowing onto the next line, and then so on and so forth. And obviously, because this line here is the one that's being fed off to start off with, obviously it feeds all into here, and obviously if this ever gets backed up, it'll go to this one and it'll sort of work backwards and then completely get filled up. But yeah, let me grab a few more while I'm here actually from the storages. 2, 3, we'll do 4, that should be more than enough. The only thing I might need to grab more of is some more of that steel. But yeah, I'm kind of thinking something similar to this. Actually, let me put that there, put that there. So this is kind of the look I'm looking for. Obviously, I do like that sort of steel and glass look. It's pretty much how my previous factory builds have looked. Now, obviously, when I get into here, do I do the same? Or shall I actually go with the sides as well? This is the thing, I don't know. Do I want to do the backs? Do I want to do the sides? I think with the steel, or I should say the iron and the copper, primarily, I'm going to leave probably the sides and the back as they are. But then obviously all of these little rooms that I've created, so we've got obviously concrete, we've got quick wire, there's the crystal crates, whatever you want to call them. I can't remember what they are right now. All of these, what I could do is have them all sort of looking like that glass effect. So it's basically what it's like upstairs. It'll be looking like down here for most of them, using this honeycomb glass look. I think that will look quite good, but yeah, I might put actually just while I'm here, actually, let's see. Just out of interest, I probably did that twice by accident. Let's do something like this. That could work, actually. I'm using up some of those steel plates. Oh well. Oh. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe something like that. Obviously that'll get a little bit of light coming in, and obviously if I start adding some lights on the outside here, maybe that might work. That doesn't look too bad, actually. I like that. Let's come back a bit. There we go. Don't want to go too far back, but yeah, I might do this. Duplicate that with the copper stuff. But then obviously all of these other smaller rooms have it gone down the side, so you can see all the way around and stuff like that. Hey Big Daddy! How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And if you guys are not following Mr. Big Daddy, it's like, where the heck have you been? He is an amazing content creator. He loves doing Fishing Planet. Obviously, what, next weekend you should be doing the early access with the rest of us, I believe. So yes. So from Friday, if you're not following him, make sure that you are, so you can check out the new Highlands fishery map and any fishing that he does along the way. But yes, where were we? Yes, there. Let's grab some of that. I don't think we're going to need too much more, so I think that would do for the minute. And yes. There we go. Needed a drink. Needed a drink. But yeah, I just need to fill in that little level above there, so it kind of matches this area over here. Add some lights in. I think it looks going to look kind of good. I'm definitely happy with how it's slowly progressing. Just making sure to keep things going. That's the fun part with some of this stuff. Yes. Oh, that's an idea. See, I'm trying to think about how I want to set up my storage area. See, I kind of like how Mr. NBC had his, where it was like one huge hall. I think he had it sort of curved around at the ends as well. I might have to go through and see if I can find his video on how he did that. We'll see. But yes. Yes, tried to get back into Farming Simulator more, yeah. Yes. Farm Sim is fun, but yeah, obviously I've been taking, like a lot of you guys, a lot of people like Dave and that, obviously I've been taking a little bit of a break, but I am still playing it regularly every week. At the minute, I'm just doing 2 days per week. Obviously, for anybody who was tuned in on Monday stream, I am currently going through the winter period, coming up to spring. So yes, we're all heck is about to break because yes, seeding timing and everything, but I'm not in too much of a rush in all honesty because also we got the Highlands fishery coming out, and also we do want to check that out. I know Mr. Green Thumb Farmer wants to have a look at it and at least spend a few months potentially on there. I'm not sure if I'll last that long, but we shall see. But yeah, obviously one thing is, obviously, what is it? We're on Wednesday today, so Thursday tomorrow. So Friday, just to remind you guys, also we will have the fact sheets coming out. So there's going to be more information about what is coming within the DLC itself. So if you are able to tune in, it would be much appreciated. Now, how many more do I need to do? That's the thing. And why? Oh, yes. I was thinking, why is this gone off all skew-if? But yeah, obviously Friday I'll be back on the farm, which is kind of nice for you guys. Oh, so typical. Look at that. I'm now out of the digging crystals. Crystal quartz. Quartz crystals, that's the one. And Mr. Jers, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for that mega fart. Yes, gotta catch Friday. Obviously, this week isn't so much of a okay, but yeah, definitely next Friday. So be... Oh, heck. Was it 29th? Oh, come on. Calendar. Hang on, I'm just trying to load up my calendar. There we go. So we're on the 15th. Let's see. So, yeah, Friday the 31st. There we go. So not next Friday. It's the Friday after. So 1, 2, should be the early access. The 31st, yeah, of October. Oh, confusing. There we go. But yes. But at least this week we'll get a little bit more information about what is being added vehicle-wise. Now I'm kind of wondering, will they show off any of the other stuff between now and then? Maybe on the map? To be honest, I think we've seen most of it, if not all of it. That's the thing. Do I go any further? I think actually I might leave it there. I can belt the stuff up, so... Alright, let's change over to my little platform. Which is right there. Obviously I need to tab it up one. So this is where the station here will be. So 1, 2. And then we usually have the little roundabout on the end here. Obviously I've got some bits that I've got to wait for. So right now, oh, actually while I'm at it, I'm going to change my button very quickly while just waiting on that little steel beam to come in. That I need a emote. Let's go. Oh yes, let's go to that one. Copy that and space. Oh, you would, wouldn't you? You plonker, Rodney. Let's see. Can I just copy that, please? I just want to copy that. Why are you not allowing me to copy that, then? Okay, we'll try and do it that way. Copy. Pop that there. Let's save that. Okay, let's give that a try now. Did that work? Did it? Yay, it did. There we go. Stupid thing. Wouldn't allow me to copy there for a minute. Kept saying, copy address, copy address. No, I don't want to copy the blinking address. Right then, there we go. So there. Right then, so... we need to set up my little station over here. Hopefully I've got all the products I need, which looks like I do. So center, go out by 2. So 1, 2. Make sure I'm facing the right way. Yes, I am. Good. So we want the freight platform. So we're going to need 2 of these. Yeah, we'll go that side. So 1 there. 1 there. And let me grab it from there. There to there. From there to there. That will do quite nicely, and we're going to call this... I don't know. Power station rubber. Actually, no. You guys are getting very, very close. But unfortunately, oh, actually, yes, it is. Oh, yes. Oh, that is cheating. That is just cheating, isn't it? The little black bit around there. Oh, dang it. Okay. I will let that one go. But yes, he is definitely touching. Andy the farmer, well done. Let's get that added. Yes. See, that's a little mistake on my part because I was meant to keep it as a circle. I must have saved it the wrong format or something with the little black background on there. Oh, that's a point. That's a point. Oh, where's Big Daddy? Where's Big Daddy? Did he have? Okay, so Jersey's got his 1.5 year badge. That's good. Big Daddy has a 9-month badge. Ooh, okay. Cool. Right, anywho. Rubber power station. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Rubber. This is the rubber power station because obviously rubber is being produced and then the power. That is fine. We'll call it that for the minute. We'll set up a train from here in a moment. Obviously, I want to make sure these are set to loading, which they are. Now, this is where the fun part begins. So I need to make a little platform here. Oh, let's go into Zoop, make it a bit easier. I think that should be fine. I think I usually do 2. It's either 2 or 5. I can't remember. But we're going to do 2 for the minute at least. Come over here, come here. Now this is where it becomes a little bit tricky. Because obviously you're using those glass pieces within the frame there. When you go to put down a conveyor lift hole thingy, one of these, obviously it goes to the size of where the glass is, not the whole thing. So I've found by placing down one of the bigger foundations, it works perfectly, and then nudge it in. That little black bit's been there for donkey's ages. I've not been able to get it off, and I think it's been there since we even got it. Either that or we're going to need to get a bigger bottle brush or something. Bless. Yeah, sorry about that. Wife came in asking a question. Yes, so actually one of the things I do want to do is first of all place down a larger container. So we're going to grab this first of all. So we need it to go on the input side, which is going to be right there. Tab that out. That should be fine. There. I'm going to do 2. Both stations. There we go. There we go. I don't think I have other things coming out of here. See, one thing I could do maybe later on is set up maybe a little bit coming off of it to create packaged fuel, but I'm going to leave it for the minute. Uh-oh. My wife's breaking things in the kitchen. Only kidding. I think she opened the cupboard door and something fell out. One sec. Sorry about that. Yes, my wife was trying to reach one of the plastic tumblers in our cupboard, and obviously it was a little bit too high. And bless her cotton socks, if she knocked a couple down. Right then. But she is fine. She is safe. That's the main thing. But I don't want her to hurt herself, because obviously it's our anniversary tomorrow. 15 years. Holy cripes. Yes, 15 whole years she's had to put up with me. But yes, rather than coming through and asking for me to get it down, no. I'm sure you guys wouldn't have minded if I just popped off for a minute, would you? No. Oh, bless her. Right in. So yeah, there we go. So that is this end semi-set up. Also, we need to come down and we need to find this little lot here. Now at the minute it is going through and it being sunk, but obviously I want to take it up there. Yes, all the way up there. But I need this to probably come around. You didn't even notice that we're... Oh, thank you very much. I don't know if I want to take that as a compliment or an insult. Oh, you mean you didn't see that I suddenly shut up for a minute? But yeah, thank you very much, yes. Let's see. So if I take it to that height there, we can bring it up from down below. That's fine, not a problem. There we go. Now we do need that to come up. Fishing is broke again, is it? Let's have a little look. It certainly seems to be. Okay, one sec, let me do a refresh on that. Where are we? Microphone's in the way, let me close that. And I'll launch a fresh one. Oh, it might be because Steam is closed. No, it's not, it's open. Why is that shut down? Okay, give it just a minute, it's reloading now. Oh, no, you're not quite so lucky that time there, Andy the farmer, but close. There we go, so you should now be able to do it. So, exclamation mark, fish. There we go, it's working for me, so it should work for you. That's good. Cool, right, I can get back to my game. Right then, so, I'm trying to think. If we bring it to here, bring that up to there. I'll hook it up in just a minute. I just want to make sure that it's all lined up properly. First, there. So we want to split her on this, level with that. Come on. There we go. That's fine. Yep, okay, I'm happy with that. Well, that can go straight up there. And then I'm going to do a slight alteration. So we're going to put a smart splitter on here. And any overflow can come out this side there. And that can come down the side here to be sunk. Yeah, there. Let's take that away. We'll replace that to there. I have interest how we get on coupons. 34, nearly there. I think it's around about 40 or 42 I need to complete everything in the awesome shop. But yeah, that's working there, doing fine. I might actually, if I've got a little bit of backup, I might even be able to add a little bit into there. 240, 20, 40, 60, 80. Yeah, I could actually add in another 2 on each line actually there. But right now, it is working. I stepped away and broke the fish. I did! Haven't I? Good! I am very, very good for doing that. Right, that is good. I don't mind. Oh, heck. Don't mind that. That's fine. I will set the lights up at another time, but right now, that I like. Now, one thing I will do, because obviously I'm doing this with every station just in case. When I come here, I'm going to place down a blocker thingy there. I'm going to put one there. So this is how I'm setting up the train. So I'm trying to leave a little bit of a gap between the blocker and the station. For the simple fact, obviously, you've got to get in, got to get out, but I want to keep it a little bit further back so there's plenty of space for multiple trains to come through. Now, obviously, looking at that, there's something going on at the main. Where are you? Oh, it looks like we've got a whole load of trains all colliding with each other or getting in the way. Oh, you nasty piece of beeps. We'll get that sorted out in a minute. But yeah, overall, it's not been too bad. But yeah, there we go. So one of them, two of them. Let's take that back a wee bit. We'll get this set up. So this is going to be going. So edit this. So H11. That should be HB. It should be home base. Oh well. So that, and obviously rubber power station. Now, one thing I do want this to do is preferably fill up as much as possible. And we'll set that to 60 seconds. We're going to save that. And obviously I want this to fully unload. I'll leave it at 15. We'll save that, turn that back on, and hopefully by the time this dude gets back, he should be fine. Now, obviously, what I will do later is I will add an additional signs along here, just in case I decide to set up a second train to run along here. But I think for the minute, the one is going to be perfectly fine. But yeah, as long as I just want to check to make sure that it does the full loops first. I am going to obviously deactivate it temporarily because of what's going on at the factory there. It looks like a fair few just may have bounced together or bunched together. Actually, I'm going to stop it here because I need to add in some additional lights over here. Just so trains don't come down here. So, let's see. So, there's a signal there. Yeah, if we put... let's think. Yeah, we'll put one here, one there. That'll make sure that this whole area stays clear. At least for a while anyway. I am going to add an additional one there. Oh, let's see if I can get down a bit. Come on, where the heck? Oh, okay, I'm going to have to bring it down a little bit further. We'll go to there instead. Take that one off. I'm trying to keep them equal as well, where they're coming in and going out. Makes life that a little bit simpler, I guess. Something's a little bit funkier there. Yes. This one right here is coming out a little bit further than that one. Okay, that's why it wasn't allowing me to connect there. But that, in theory, should be fine. Obviously, once it gets into this section here, it'll then shoot off down there. Now, obviously, I'm just going to pop that there. And we'll stick that there. But yeah, I've just got to then run that line along there, just to add in a few more, just so it keeps it going, basically. But let's get this heading back. Hey there, Just Peachy, how you doing? Welcome in. We are actually taking a bit of a break from Farm Sim today and doing some Satisfactory. And let's give you a shout out. Obviously, if you guys are not following Just Peachy, make sure to click on that link. Give them a follow, guys. There we go. And actually, while I'm at it, I'm going to do a few more shout outs as we're heading up here. I'm just going to go through the list here. So, if you're not following any of these guys, make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. So, Mr. T. Miller, Mr. Farmer Marks, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, Mr. Big Daddy. I think that was everybody so far that's been in. But while I'm at it, obviously, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Dashnet himself, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. We have Mr. NBC, Mr. Wheels 24/7. If you're not following any of these guys, please make sure to click on their links, give them a follow. Let's see, we've got Impact. Now, there's somebody I haven't seen in quite a while. That's Mr. Darius Frost go live. Obviously, he was streaming Farm Sim, doing some Judith Plains, but haven't seen him lately. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, make sure to click on their links, give them all a follow, guys. Oh, and I might as well give Mr. Boomhauer a shout out as well, because I know he streams later on, along with Mr. 2022 Farming Guy, Imperial Gaming, Casket. I'm trying to think of everybody who's recently been streaming. Mr. X-Man does. I know Farming Trucker, he'll probably be streaming again very soon. Obviously, got Mr. Evil Reyes. Got Farmer Marks there already. We'll do one for Mamadou. Look, see, all this is just at a touch of a button. It's great fun. Look at this. I've even got one set up for Mr. Big Vito, for Mr. Dajel Crew, even Mr. Truckin' J. It's crazy. There's more buttons I need to add in for other people as well, so yay. So many shoutouts, that is crazy, isn't it? And the nice thing is, because obviously some of those buttons I've also duplicated, so I can actually do shoutouts in other streams the same way. It's so much easier. But yeah, you're very, very you're very welcome for the shout out there, Just Peachy. And yeah, you're doing good, just working. Ah, yes, the W word. Yes, we don't say that word, okay? Work. Mr. Detzel, way to go. Here's Detzel, yes it is. We'll get that added, exclamation mark. Plain cool, guys, just remember. There we go. Will it do mine? Yes, it will. There we go. Obviously, anybody that does touch that star will be entered into the raffle later on this month. Right, who is really hanging up here? Probably you. So let's take you a minute. We're going to turn that off. We're going to do a little bit of self-driving. If I can get it to go up that direction, it'd be great. So we'll just take this slowly. Oh, cripes. I think I went the wrong way. I did. Is it going to allow me? Nope. See, this is why I leave it up to the auto drivers, or what you want to call it. They, especially in this area, they do a much better job of driving the trains than I do. Let's see. Yes, that's that way, yeah. I just want to get this train really out of the way, just so everybody else can come out of the stations. And let's see, yes, we'll go into here. Nope, I don't want to go in there. Oh, dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Let's go this way. Into here, this is where I wanted. That'll clear that whole area. Okay. Right, turn that back on, and hopefully the jam is cleared. The only problem is that is now in the wrong station. Yeah, it's alright. But it should free up the rest of this trains. Let's turn that light out. Yes, that water one wants to come into here, so... Oh, this should be interesting. Where are you gonna head, mate? Where are you gonna head? Because you can't go in there. Really, dude? Really? Yes. I had a feeling you were gonna do that. I did. Okay. Haven't seen him, haven't heard from him in a long time. So no idea what he's been up to. Which is kind of worrying, really. Oh, cripes. I just crashed. No. Oh, come on. Give me what I want. Give me what I want, will you? I want to go the opposite direction. Do I need to back that other dude up? Why is it today, eh? Why today? Why's it got to play up today? Right then, let's back you up a bit more. I need you to go that direction. There we go. And I need to head along that way there. There we go. See if we can reactivate you to see if you can go do what you're doing. And we'll get this water back up and running, hey? Yikes. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into some of these street trains. Maybe change the timer so they're staying at their pickup stations a little bit longer. But that's good, that's good, that's good. You guys look like you're all fine. You're just waiting to get back into the station itself. But yes, that should be fine, that should be fine. Where's that rubber one? That's there. So I'm kind of just really waiting on the train to come back with the rubber, just make sure that it's unloading and everything. And obviously one thing I do need to make sure that this is set to unload, obviously. There we go. There we go. That will work. I think the only problem is I just realized something. Oh, whoops. Hang on. I put the stations the wrong way. I need these guys facing inwards. And Mr. Don B here, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Much appreciated. Am I missing something? Am I missing something? I don't know. It doesn't look like anybody's in the zone, so... Exclamation mark, Blinko, guys! Actually, I'm going to take this part away, because I don't think any of the trains really need it, so... We'll take that off, we'll take this off. Everywhere else should be fine, it shouldn't really affect anything. But yes, I kind of want the stations on the inside here, so there. What the heck? Was he? Okay. Do I trust you though? That's the thing. Are you pulling my leg? I know Mr. Shawnee is... Ooh. Oh, ooh. I think there's actually a gap there. I honestly think there is a gap there. What do you guys think? You would never? Okay. I'm gonna trust you this time. Only because I didn't see it before it reset. But then again, I did have one earlier, thinking about it, just a little while ago, that I did add to his list. So I may have got it already, so he may have got a free one added. See, I'm now thinking... No. See, I'm actually seeing a little bit of a gap there between Mr. Shawnee's one. I thought so too. I have been keeping a close-ish eye on it. So, oh well. He may just have got a new one, so let's put it that way then. Go back and... There we go. Hopefully that should be fine. Let me just make sure that that is hooked on correctly, which it should be there. Also, I need to make sure that these are set to unload. There. And then... And hopefully actually he should be coming back soon. Thinking about it. To unload his first load of rubber. Which is good for me because I can then carry on with my little productions that I've been starting on. There. Well, technically you can get closer. You can actually touch. But yeah, I'm actually seeing a little bit of the question mark at the bottom there. So if I bring my little pointer down, so right here, there is a little bit of the question mark showing in between. So yeah, it's a couple of pixels off. But yeah. May have missed it. What I will do actually, just in case, I will go back to, where are we, 140-ish, around there into the stream, and I will double check that I did get it, okay? Just to make it fair. Just for Mr. Dead Soul, okay? So let me just put a little question mark above that one there, okay? I think I'm getting that close. Yeah, I know. Well, actually, I don't know. There's maybe an extra about 2 or 3 pixels there that you could potentially get closer. Ren, where is my choo-choo train? Oh, is this it? This looks like the first run. Let's see how we are. So we've got 1,000 in there, 1,000. Okay, it's probably going to take a little while to build up until it actually starts coming with full loads. But what I am going to do, I'm going to do a little bit of an edit. You can do this any time. So obviously in the rubber power station, I'm actually going to change this. Nope, I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to make this higher. I'm sure I had that higher. 6, 12, 18. We'll do 180 seconds. So that's about 3 minutes. That should stay at the station. So we'll save that. We'll save that. So that should, in theory... Oh, that's weird. Stay at the station. Now, why did that do that for? Oh, well. It went... That's the main thing. Yes. I might redo some of these roundabouts because I have noticed they do freak out a little bit, like that one did. But yeah, that should now stay 3 minutes at that other station whilst loading. Should, in theory, that should be changed to HB because it's home base. There we go. And I am getting... Ooh, really? Am I getting that close already? Holy cripes. Oh, I'm going to definitely need to look into over the next couple of days, getting some more power up and running. Let's see. Okay, that's not bad. That's cool. There's a little bit there. So yeah, okay. Yeah, hopefully that will start building up more and more and more. So it's good. It's fine. Now then, this will be the fun part. I need to set this up. So, let's take you away a minute. And we're going to use this to set up my foundation. I need this temporarily. Just so I get the height to go all the way through. I'm going to click H. We're going to bring this up here. We'll stick one on there. Like that. Actually, what I should do is set up a template, shouldn't I? Where it's already at this depth. And then I can just bring it in when I need it. There we go. That should be fine there. So we can take that away. We can bring this back to... Where are you? There. That'll work. And is that going in? Yes, that's going in, so that's good. That's what I want. That's what I need. Good. Right, so one of those rubbers can actually go straight upstairs. So let's come over here. And we're going to be tapping, I think, that one to start off with. To there. And where are we heading? So we're literally going right there in the middle there. That is the conveyors going up. So this should be quite easy, hopefully. There's a lot coming in, a lot going out. Well, a lot going in, very little going out, to be honest, but... oh well. Right, so there... let's bring you around to somewhere around back here, maybe, actually. Actually, let's take that slightly off. There. Now I need this to head upwards. Actually, I've got a better idea. Let's hook you on. You only need to be going over once. So, 1, 2. I'll grab you. There. That will work quite nicely, I think. There. To there. Let's see, will it stretch? It will stretch good. So I need it to be right there. Like that. Yeah, let's take it to there. There we go. Coolio. So that is going to be the rubber for my current recipe coming up. Yep. That's good. Who's empty here? Oh, the aluminum stuff and all that's shut down again. Great. Gotta keep an eye on that. Alright, this is where the fun part comes in. Yes. So you here. And there. So one of the things I'm trying not to do is overlap the belts if I can. I've done it once already, unfortunately. I think it's the second and third belt there are just slightly overlapping. It looks a little bit horrible. Oh heck, where that's right, where are we going to? I haven't set up the floor holes, have I? Let's go sort that out quickly. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Thankfully my elevator is right here. We're going to the upper floor. I need to sort out all of the floor names. I've already set one up, so I just need to duplicate them all over onto the other ones at some point. Right then. So, rubber. All this just to get some bleaking rubber over here for this. Well, it's actually going to be used in this recipe, and I think, if I remember rightly, the turbo motors also uses the rubbers. Hence why I've got the 2 containers worth coming through. So it's not a great loss, but right then. So we need splitters. Did I place them the wrong way? I did. Dag dang it. I was thinking, I'm sure there's 4 inputs going in here. Why have I only got 2 showing? That's why. There we go. And we'll put this right about there. But yeah, these rooms are great. They'll either fit 2 blenders, 2 manufacturers. You can also get at least 3 of like the constructors and stuff. So it's a good size. It's a 7x7 little box. And the nice thing is there's just enough room on this end here for a nice little storage. So it all works out pretty well. And obviously the nice thing is you don't really need huge areas, in my opinion. You really don't. We need a merger here. Going into there. Obviously previous, like NBC and Mr. Dave, maybe not as bad as them, but yeah. Obviously I have created quite large facilities, shall we say, for producing stuff. And in honest, I really don't think it's really needed. I really don't. So, oh no, yes, I need a splitter, so it's gonna be that there. 1 and 2. We'll take that up 3 high. Oh, what the heck? FR. Thank you. Want just the default. Didn't mean to do that. And as we're going along, right now I am putting in these little pillars while I'm at it, so it's got a little bit of a stable area to connect onto. And obviously this is going to be there. This will be there. And so that's in there. That needs to come around to that one. And hopefully, oh, okay, I'll have to do it the opposite way. There we go. That is going to work fine. So one there, one there. So this is where basically it's going to be coming up. So I do need to set up. Ooh, that's a point. Obviously, I've still got the water and nitrogen gas to bring up here. Ooh, I might have to change this one up a little bit. Let's go a little bit higher, actually. We're going to go up to there. We're actually going to do away with this. We're going to have the belts up high. And then the pipes underneath, thinking about it. So... 1, 2... Hopefully that's about correct. Oh. Conveyor is too steep. Is it really? How did it... Really? Okay, we'll just have to go into default mode for that one. And there to there. And finally, we're going to do one. Oh. And actually, I'm going to do this that away. Okay, so the belt is going through it. I don't mind it, to be honest. I think it adds a little bit of a feature to it. Oh, I wonder, can I do this? Can I? How's that going to look? That's not bad. I don't mind that. That looks fine. It's almost like it's meant. And thank you very much. Yes, that will be tomorrow. Our anniversary, yes. 15 years she's had to put up with me. Still don't know why. But okay. It must be love. That'll work. That will work. Okay, so let's get the rubber up here first and foremost. 3. There. Rubber. I should put that back on straight. Oh. Right, so that is the rubber coming in. Finally, a product. The next thing, obviously, we need to bring in the heat sinks. But obviously, I've got a little bit in storage, so I can put that into there, so that's fine. Just to get that going. There's that. Now, I do have the heat sinks over on the far end here. Now, the only thing is, I don't know if heat sinks are used in other things. So this is what we're currently setting up the cooling units. There's possibly 3 other recipes using heat sinks, but I don't have them unlocked. They could just be alternate recipes. So I think for the minute I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to hook this up, and if need be, I can always siphon off some later on. Alright, so that's where it's going to be coming to. But what I can do, because obviously there is a nice little bit of a gap there. Actually, I could have... Yes, I can take that back a bit, thinking about it. It's a little bit close. One of the things I do want to try and do is keep a little bit of a space here. Enough for putting down, obviously, one of the lifter holes. So yeah, that's one thing I do need to keep in mind when doing this. So I'm going to put that right there so I can get an idea where it needs to stop. And we'll tap that into there. And Andy the farmer is in the zone, definitely. So I'll get that added. Just 1 sec. There we go. I'm not going to be using that, but that's fine at the minute. That is more than enough. I could actually take that further across if I wanted to. And here we go. So 6. We'll plonk that there. So we want it to go down. So R to reverse it into there. And oh, look at that. That is definitely on there. Way to go. So we've got one for Dead Soul. We have one for Andy the farmer now added to the Wheel of Plinko. And I'm going to get on the action as well. It seems to be lucky for you guys, so who knows? I might get a bit of luck too. Right then, so we're heading to that one over there. So I think we'll bring that to there. And I think I'll be fine going up this row right here. Oh, it's having a funny 5 minutes again. There we go. Oh, look at that. It's just a tiny little bit too short. Oh, darn you. Oh, well. There we go. Alright then. So. Oh, jeez. So that's 2 out of the 4 items I need to get up here. The next thing is going to be water. and the nitrogen to get this set up. Oh yeah. Right then, so let's cover this hole back in for just a minute. And we're going to cycle through. And let's have a little quick look at what's going to happen here. So I'm kind of thinking... Let's see, so that... Can I get you to go on top? That is going to be the thing. I don't think it's going to behave, so... 1, 2... Ooh. I might be replacing that belt. I don't know what's it look like on top. Oh, actually, I might get away with it. I might just about get away with it being there. So my thought is, obviously, if we have the pipes coming, say, from here in on each of these, and then from there it can then go one into there, and then have them coming across, and maybe duplicate those two here, so we'll have a perfect 90-degree angle, no bending in the pipe and all that stuff. That could work. So we need to put one there. I'm going to tap that up. 1, 2. That should now line up with you. And let's see if we can get this connected up before we head off out, because we are going to be raiding it out in just a moment. What do we have that looks, to be honest, there's not great stuff on any of them, but that will do. Oh, fudge man. Oh, it did go in good. I thought I clicked on the wrong thing there for a minute. There. Or I could actually have it coming in this side if I wanted to. Just looking at that. Oh, actually, no, I need... Oh, I just suddenly thought, yes, I need to set this up as a... Slightly different. So we're going to do this into here. So we want to try and balance it. So if we can get the fluids balanced as well. So that'd be there. Let's try that. There, there. So that can go to there. That can go into there. I think that will work. Not quite sure about that there. Can I change that to horizontal? Yeah, there we go. That'll work. So all I need to now do is obviously colorize the pipes and bring the water and nitrogen gas up through my little hole here. Oh, this is going to be a little bit trickier. I might be redoing these, making these a little bit higher. I just suddenly thought about it. Obviously, if I want to add more in here, that's not going to work, is it? Oh, dang it. Yes, I might be reworking all of this area at some point. Dingo. But anyway, I am actually going to call it there for today. Oh yeah. I have to think about this one. I'm going to definitely have to think about it. Maybe have water on one corner there coming up. The nitrogen gas on that corner coming up to there. Maybe raise these up. All of them up so they're a little bit tidier, so the pipe can come underneath. That would work. But then maybe have them... Oh, yes. That's an idea. I could just stack them, couldn't I? Thinking about it. Bring them in here, different heights, stack them, make sure that it's above pipe level here. Should be fine. But yes. Now, actually, I'm going to be very, very kind. Before you guys disappear, let me just do a quick refresh on Plinko, so you guys can get one more shot at the star before we jump out. So exclamation mark Plinko in chat, guys. So go, 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 because the next chance you'll get will be Friday. And while you guys are doing that, I am going... Actually, I need to just save this a sec. Where we are here, we'll save that to there. And I can find someone to raid out to. I don't know who, I don't know what, I don't know where. But we shall see who is live today. But yeah, I might be changing that emote, by the way, just to remove that black background on there. What game was this? Piper's Workshop, welcome in, by the way. I was playing Satisfactory today. I primarily play Farm Sim, but with the DLC coming out very, very soon, kind of want to take a little bit of a break like a lot of Farm Sim players. And we're just going back to doing something that I enjoy. Now, obviously, I want to try and help some of the new people just going live. And let's see. Also, we've got Truckin' J just going live from the looks of it. Also, we do like to support him. And I think he's actually doing something for cancer awareness at the minute again. So we may be going off to see him. Can't wait for the Highlands fishing. Yeah, it looks really good. Also, we've got the fact sheets coming out on Friday. So yes, we'll see what else is being added in. But the nice thing is myself, Big Daddy, Dajna, who are all members of the SGA, will be streaming early access as of not next Friday, but the Friday after. So yes, we get to see it firsthand. Yeah, to be honest, not many people are jumping out at me in the minute that I want to raid over to. I would say Total Eclipse, but he's already got like 200 people against Truckin' J, who's only got like 2 currently. So yes, I think we're going to see Truckin' J. He's only got about a minute left on his counter. So with that being said, let's get this ending screen up. There we go. And just a reminder, I will be off tomorrow, but I will be back Friday, same time, same place as usual, or new usual, I should say. Yes. Obviously, I will be back on the farm. Also, like I said, we've got Fact Sheet Friday to go over. And any information, if Giants releases it between now and Friday, we'll try and cover that as well. So, let's get this raid underway. But what I will just do, I want to say a big, huge thanks for you guys tuning in over on YouTube as well. Obviously, your support means a lot to me, not only on YouTube, but and obviously on Twitch, guys. You guys are all amazing. But for today, you guys over on YouTube, we're going to call it there, and I will catch you Friday. So have a great day tomorrow.